This video is sponsored by Cohen Financial. More on them later. Have you ever seen a blood red pool? Welcome to the channel. In today's episode, I'm going to review 357 Lorraine in Hancock Park. It's got 10 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 12,565 square foot of living space. It was originally priced at $15 million. Now it's priced at $9,995,000. That puts it at $795 a foot. And it sits on a lot of all flat 26,966 square feet. If you're new to the channel, I tell you guys 3 things I like about this house, 3 things I don't like about it, how I would have marketed it differently. And then at the end of the video, I tell you guys how much prices in Hancock Park has come down from their peak and how much home prices are forecasted to come down in the next 5 months using an artificial intelligence machine learning forecasting tool. Should we get started? Let's go. 3 things I like about this property. Look, I love the Grand Salon. They don't make these things anymore. But back in the day, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, when there was no TV or electricity or, cell phones, people would actually invite each other over and dance. And that would be the social thing that they would do in person, So it's really cool to see one of these. It still exists. It's still there. You can have a great party in this room. I really, really like it. It's very unique to this house and this style, right? Now, the second thing I really like about this property is as a real estate agent, as a real estate creator, as someone who's a true enthusiast of the real estate industry, it's really nice to see an architectural style that you normally don't see in LA, right? I really like to see that. Again, I wouldn't buy it for myself, especially a very dark version of the Victorian style, but I would still probably go for dinner, okay, if you invite me. Now, the number one thing I like about this property, it's a great size lot with the right dimensions. I love the lot utilization. You have a good frontage. The side setbacks are good. You have enough backyard. It just sits perfectly on the lot and utilizes the whole lot. Now, before I tell you guys 3 things I don't like about it, you should know that when I want to get a loan, I get it from Mark Cohen. Why? Because when I call him, he tells me immediately if he has the best rate, and if he doesn't, he introduces me to someone that it does. Here's his number. Give him a call and tell him Arvin sent you. Okay, 3 things I don't like about the property. It's HBOZ historic area, meaning you have a lot of limitations as far as what you can change about this property. And if you're allowed to make changes, then it goes through a very vigorous process of qualifying. It takes a lot of time. It's super, super annoying. And that is a negative for anyone. Number 2, privacy. Look, it's very low hedge and it's a corner lot, a lot of exposure. And when you consider you're south of 3rd, then, it's just not ideal because Hancock Park right now is going through a moment that the crime has gone up, and that is a negative. Okay, the number 1 thing I don't like about this property, but I haven't introduced myself. I'm Arvin. I'm a luxury and ultra luxury real estate agent based in Beverly Hills. I sell from Malibu to Los Feliz, and on the Valley side, I sell from Sherwood Country Club all the way to Studio City. If you want to contact me, you can reach me over here. I would love to help you. Okay, the number 1 thing I don't like about this property is the fact that the seller has chose to customize this house to her taste of the Gothic revival style. This property, for the Victorian style, it's even dark. I mean, she's gone out of her way to make this property look very, very Gothic and very dark. And for that reason, it's just not gonna resonate with the buyer pool, which is mostly family and are the wealthiest buyer pool as well at the same time. I can't even imagine grabbing my kids and coming to this pool. My kids are gonna think someone died in the swimming pool. I mean, it's just, completely out of the normal zone. It completely sticks out. And if she doesn't make some changes, I wouldn't be surprised if this property ends up selling in auction. Now, this is a great segue to tell you guys how I would have marketed this property differently before telling you guys at the end of the video how much Hancock Park has come down from its peak and how much it's forecasted using the artificial intelligence tool. Okay, I have 3 solutions and then a suggestion at the end. Number 3, change the color of the swimming pool. I don't know how you got it to turn red. Is it LED lights? Did you paint the interior red? Is it a color dye inside? Whatever you've done, you have to change that, right? It just sends wrong vibe to the buyer pool. Number 2, stage the property. I actually liked some of her furniture when she initially listed this property. It was a little bit eclectic, but you need to change the staging. Right now, there's no staging. There's no furniture in this house. And that is a huge negative. You just see all the really loud elements. you would ideally want the type of furniture that neutralizes this and fixes the issues that I'm going to talk about in my number one. The number one problem and thing they have to fix is that this house is super, super duper dark. Look, the floors are dark, the walls are dark, and the ceiling is dark. You have to at least change the color of the floors and the wall to balance the ceiling if you don't want to touch that. So you have to make those changes. You have to upgrade some of the bathrooms before bringing this property on the market. Now, previously, this property was painted white on the exterior, which was better than it is right now. But I don't think painting the outside would make that much changes. It looks clean, at least right now, so I will stick with it. And now here's my suggestion. The seller might be way better off using this house as a filming location, and I'm not kidding. This property will generate a lot of income, considering Los Angeles, Hollywood. A lot of movies are made over here, TV shows, any vampire movie, scary movie. This house is literally perfect, and it could create a ton of income for this seller. And when you consider this is a residential property, you have a 30-year loan on it, you get a great return on an income that this property can produce. So this might be the easiest solution and the most profitable solution for the seller. Now, let's talk about Hancock Park. According to Zillow, home prices have come down 4.3% from their peak in May and are forecasted to come down another 5% by ZipSmart.ai. When you look at the metrics right below the graph, you can see that the supply is down by 17%. That is a positive for home prices. It helps prices to stay up. But when the demand compared to the last year is 55% lower and is higher than the change in supply, that's going to push the prices even farther down. And you can see also the crime rating is F. As I mentioned before, crime in Hancock Park has gone up in recent years, which is also a negative. Now, I have to warn you, forecasts change as new data is fed to the machine learning algorithm. If you have to make an important real estate decision, feel free to check out ZipSmart.ai. I have built this tool with the help of very smart ML engineers and artificial intelligence engineers, and I think it can really help you make an important decision, unbiased view of the market, and help you make that decision of to sell, to rent, to buy. I think it could be helpful. And if you like and subscribe, I will offer a free version of this tool to my channel members. Currently, I don't have the option to have channel members because I don't have enough viewership. But if you guys like and subscribe, hopefully this video gets a farther reach and we can get there, and then I will offer a free version of this software to all of you guys. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you will probably also like this property. And you should also know that real estate analysis is subjective in nature. The content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Go see the property in person yourself and make your own decisions. Tell me in the comments below if you agree with my strategy or if you think there's other reasons why this property hasn't sold. I would love to hear that, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.